Well, folks, it seems our commander in tweet has been busy throwing tariff tantrums like confetti at a ticker tape parade, but this ain't no celebration. It's a trade war, and the battlefield is global. On one side, we have Mexico and Canada, our neighbors to the north and south, facing the threat of a 25% tariff on all imports. On the other side, China, the economic powerhouse, staring down the barrel of a 10% tariff on everything they send our way. Now, you might think this is just Trump being Trump, throwing his weight around like a toddler with a juice box, but there's a method to the madness, albeit a slightly unhinged one. See, with Mexico and Canada, Trump's all about the art of the deal, or at least his very loud, very public version of it. He dangles the tariff threat like a sword over their heads, then boom, offers a temporary reprieve in exchange for concessions on border security and cooperation. It's a classic Trump move: create a crisis, then swoop in and solve it, all while claiming victory. And hey, gotta give the man credit where credit's due, it worked for now. Mexico and Canada, perhaps fearing a full-blown trade war, caved to the pressure, agreeing to play ball at least for the next 30 days. So, what does this temporary tariff ceasefire mean for the North American trade landscape? Well, for starters, it's a sigh of relief for businesses and consumers alike. The threat of a 25% tariff on goods flowing across our borders had everyone from automakers to avocado farmers sweating bullets. But let's not kid ourselves, folks. This is just a temporary reprieve, a band-aid on a gaping economic wound. The underlying issues that sparked this trade tiff in the first place, immigration, drug trafficking, and Trump's obsession with renegotiating trade deals, haven't gone anywhere. In fact, they're likely to rear their ugly heads again once this 30-day grace period expires. So while we enjoy this brief respite from economic Armageddon, let's not forget that the clock is ticking, and the next trade battle could be just around the corner. Now let's talk about China, shall we? Unlike their North American counterparts, the Chinese aren't playing Trump's game. They're standing firm, refusing to be bullied into submission. And who can blame them? These tariffs, my friends, are no joke. They're already having a ripple effect throughout the global economy, disrupting supply chains, driving up prices, and leaving businesses scrambling to adjust. And the longer they remain in place, the worse it's going to get. We're talking inflation, folks, the kind that eats away at your savings and makes it harder to make ends meet. And what happens when inflation rears its ugly head? The Federal Reserve steps in and raises interest rates, making it more expensive to borrow money. It's a vicious cycle, and we're the ones stuck in the middle. So there you have it, folks. Trump's trade war in all its chaotic glory. On one hand, we have the temporary truce with Mexico and Canada, a testament to the power of bluster and brinkmanship. On the other hand, we have the ongoing standoff with China, a high-stakes game of chicken with potentially disastrous consequences. The question is, where do we go from here? Will Trump's aggressive tactics ultimately force China to back down? Or will this trade war escalate into a full-blown global economic crisis? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, we're all along for the ride, whether we like it or not.